even eating, they were like, eat steak, eggs, and pasta. And that was the extent of what they knew, you know, like it was just, and going to the gym. Luckily, my brother-in-law, my sister's boyfriend at the time, like he loved working out and he got magazines and books and knew how to do it. So he showed me how to work out. And I went out like my first 3 months, and that became the basis of just knowing how to work out for the rest of your life, you know. But that initial piece of thing that I was fortunate enough to get through him, people didn't have that for so long. But now kids get that from YouTubers. They come equipped with that. Yeah, I think you know, exercising is just to get into doing it right away, especially because having the knowledge. And it's so funny because like I did EpicMealTime, but just so much bad food, everything's bad. Just knowing that there's really like there's very few good things.
Is Canadian food different than American? Or like Americans are famously heavy, right? And part of it is our giant portions and all the packaged food. So much of our food comes in plastic bags. Canada any different?
Well, like in many ways, yeah. Like if you go to fast food, that like we don't have super cheap menu items. Like the Taco Bell menu is way less enticing because there's so many things that just don't cut it here. And I've heard this rumor, but I don't know if it's true. But that it's like dog food grade meat in Canada, the Taco Bell meat in the US. It sounds like those myths. Yeah. It sounds like it could be a lie, but I want to also just believe that too in my head here. But there are things like I'll go buy bison meat when I'm trying to eat well here, and in the US it's a bit harder to find, so I'll just get really lean beef, and I look at the beef and I'm like, this is like 90-10, and I just feel it looks exactly like an 80-20 in Canada. But I might be suspect for no good reason. Like I'm extra like they're trying to fucking all this food.
Did you count,
me, bro?
Did you count the fat?
I'm looking at this meat and I swear I paid for 90%.
That's not what it was about, motherfucker.
I paid for 90-10, and I feel like I'm being.
I wasn't being cheap Jew about it. That's not what it was. I was just like, this isn't it.
Laura Linney, I think, is the brand. They make 97% fat free, so it's like 3% fat beef. It's like $11 for a pound. And then I also like bison. Bison is usually 90-10, and bison is about $9 a pound. But if you know, the cheapest ground beef comes in a tube, and I ain't eating that.
And it's always like 75-25. Like that tube beef,
70-30. Sometimes it's like, whoa, that's some calories. Like,
that's what you want for a burger, though. You're making a burger, like go bananas with it. You deserve it. Treat yourself.
More fat is better for a burger.
For sure. I tried to make a burger like maybe 2 months ago with, I think it was 94.6 beef, and I was like, this is great. I'm not putting mayonnaise or any like calorie condiments. It's just beef and then a nice couple slices of fresh tomato and lettuce and onions and pickles. And then like it looked all right when I made it. And then I took a bite and it's like, this is just it's like a memory of a burger. Like it has none of that delicious fat. Oh, turkey burgers are like, I don't even want to play with that.
Turkey burgers are very difficult for me to get behind.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, when I don't want a burger, I might find myself in a very rare instance actually craving a turkey burger specifically. Maybe a good one with like mustard on it and some fresh lettuce and a tomato. I could fuck with that. But it's not at all whenever I want a burger, a turkey burger will do. It's very different.
Not very
turkey
good.
Burgers are gross. Even the smell of cooking them.
I just really like food. Like I think a lot of people they're like, oh, this thing or that thing is, I wouldn't fuck with. Like I fuck with so much. I do really fuck with so much.
That's true. It's hard for me to think of foods I absolutely despise. Like, I guess maybe that's just part of being an adult. Like, but there are picky. Isn't that weird when you run into like a super picky eater adult? Isn't that like, do you get something where it's like, this is strange?
In like just dating in partners is how they are with food.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone, if she likes good restaurants and likes good food and tries new things, that's actually interesting to me and something I would have never thought about before, compared to like if a girl I like strawberry ice cream and chicken fingers. This sounds like she's a child. This is terrible, but you know what I'm saying? Like she eats like a child.
Yeah. She says, "I want strawberry ice cream." Goo goo gaga, and you say, "Shut up, shut up," or I'm taking you back to your parents.
No, anything like
And then
that.
you're gonna have to eat broccoli. Do you forget the whole reason you're here? It's because I promised no Brussels sprouts.
All right.
No, if I'm cutting weight, like if I'm trying to diet, then I don't mind the turkey. Like I'll mix it in and make like I like Hamburger Helper. Like we didn't have Hamburger Helper growing up or Pop Tarts because those are I guess cheaper foods, and I think we had a slightly better version of those things. Like I know we had toaster strudels, but like as an adult, I tried Hamburger Helper and I was like, this is delicious. I love these cheesy noodles and beef. Oh, there's so many flavors. And I'm like collecting.
I had it a lot growing up.
I like it. I know it's $1.99, but it's delicious. I like that shit. So
I'm that way with ramen noodles.
I like ramen noodles too.
What are they? 39 cents a pack.
I love ramen noodles so much.
What flavor?
Yeah, all of them. I don't want to flex. I would pay 49 cents for ramen noodles.
Ooh, I'll go $1.
I'm out.
I remember the shrimp one being my least
chicken.
favorite. There was something weird about the shrimp one. Only tried that once, got rid of it.
Yeah.
Chicken
It
makes
would be
sense.
my
'cause
least-
like
my
chicken
least
noodle
favorite.
soup, but a beef soup with just the noodles and no beef always seemed weird. And I don't like seafood, especially not shrimp. So like chicken was always the go-to.
Collegiate me would be known to add more noodles to the ramen noodles. Make a meal of it.
I've put veggies in there. I put egg in
egg.
there, and
Egg in
some
there's good.
sriracha, and
Put
like
the egg in there.
Some
What happens to the
seaweed.
egg?
I fry the egg and lay it on top.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
yeah, okay.
hard boiled, cutting in half and throw.
Oh, that I don't do.
I thought you were just breaking the egg, putting it into the soup, and boiling
No,
it.
no,
I'm
you
get like a
what-
sunny.
what does
I
it
do like
turn
sunny
into?
side up.
No, people
I
do
drain
that.
all
They
the
make
liquid
broth
out.
thicker.
I drain all the
Makes- oh,
liquid
yeah.
out. I don't want there to be any soup to it. Like I boil the noodles, then I pour all the water out, and then I put the powder and mix it up, some sriracha, and then I put a fried egg on top. So you've got like the yolk. You break the yolk. You got that if you need some more moisture in there. You got that delicious runny yolk.
Well, I mean, if you
Exactly how
need
you
more
described
moisture,
it.
you have that all that liquid you just dumped out.
I dumped that out because that was gross. I didn't want
No,
that.
no,
That was,
I
that was
used to
microwave
salty
sink
water.
water.
I like the salt water.
I fuck
Look
with
at
that.
Mr. Normal blood pressure with
No, I
not,
would-
not consuming the salt water.
No, I would ditch the water. No, the salt. You put the dressing on or the seasoning on after the water's in
After.
there. Yeah, you take the water out and then you season the noodles, and it gives it like a dry noodle vibe. And I do fuck with that. What I used to do, which was very savage back in the day, is I would make those noodles and then drain the water and then put like a spoon of peanut butter in it and mix it around. And then it was peanut butter noodles. And when you're like 19 and wasted, you fucking feel like Gordon Ramsay on that shit.
That's abominable.
That's such a weird.
Mealtime was born.
I guess there's
I guess
Chinese
so.
food that
In a
has that's
weird-
good with peanuts in it. So
Yeah, there's
maybe
peanut curry. There's
Yeah, there's-
peanut
Yeah,
butter.
no,
in
this is
some
a
curries.
thing that there would be a guy like downtown Montreal during the summer that just had $2 noodles, and he just had a big thing of peanut butter, and he was just making noodles, and you would just pay $2, and he would throw noodles in a thing and give it to you. And if you think about how much ramen is today, and you think about how much it was like in 2004,
Mhm.
like he's caking with these $2 noodles and fucking peanut butter from Costco shit.
Dude, that's what I think about those TikTok potato joints. There's those guys in England
What
who
is
are
that?
like, you've seen the viral guys who make baked potatoes for people, and the people get those baked beans and tuna and shit put all over them, and they like just. You haven't seen these videos?
I haven't
feel
seen.
like
I
that
love
potatoes.
canned tuna, by the way. Speaking of like eating savagely, like I could eat tuna out of a can like 3 times a day.
Most of my media content is designed to make me die less often in video games right now.
So you got to mix in some other stuff. You got to mix in some other stuff. So you see,
Dude, I
those
watch
guys make
a decent amount of cooking stuff, but I have not seen the
the viral baked potato British like food truck.
Oh, I think I did see something about that where like they didn't melt the cheese at all, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong
No,
with these
they
people?"
don't. No. Here, I got it right here. Like here's a short. Like these are super viral. People watch them for some reason. I watch it and I think that's not good. You make bad food. You make bad food. You should be ashamed because the internet's right here and we're all watching your bad food.
You know
from
what
the
else
places
is
where we
right
have the good
there?
food.
France. So it's possible. France makes like the best food, and they're 60 miles away. Actually, closer.
Does
to
France? Do they make the best food in France?
That's where like I think like per
That's where all
capita
the
the
Michelin star
most
restaurants
Michelin restaurants are all
Okay.
French food.
What happened to England? Couldn't they learn anything? right?
I think they hated the French so much they
That looks so
decided not
sick.
to
Too much butter,
copy any
though.
other food.